Iwi o ku iwi.
Eo.
Koko o ku koko.
Eo.
Pili ka mo.
Amauloa.
Iwi o ku iwi.
Eo.
Koko o ku koko.
Eo.
Pili ka mo.
Amauloa.
Iwi o ku iwi.
Eo.
Koko ku koko.
Eo.
Pili ka mo.
Amauloa. Ku ka ohana ka malawa.
Ku.
The inner light that everyone has, the individual goodness, is what we call Shinnyo. It shines when we give expression to our inherent wisdom and compassion. We can cultivate our wisdom through purposeful learning and experience, our compassion through acts of kindness grounded in that wisdom. By doing for others, each person will be awakened to their inherent potential, to let it shine through.
Aloha, and welcome to Shinnyo Lantern Floating, Hawaiʻi. I'm Dan Cook.
And I'm Mahealani Richardson. One person's awakening will inspire countless others toward taking positive actions. These words were spoken by the founder of Shinnyo, Master Shinjo Ito. Tonight, we come together to honor, love, and embrace those who have passed, and also come together to share the innate loving kindness that lives in each of us, that light that we call Shinnyo.
Her Holiness Shinzo Ito, head priest of Shinnyo, teaches that this inner light of Shinnyo applies to all of us through love, through kindness, through gratitude.
Shinnyo is like a light that is in each and every one of us. When you've performed a random act of kindness, that's an expression of Shinnyo. When you honor the memory and name of your loved ones through your own actions of kindness or generosity, that is an expression of Shinnyo.
Shinnyo is also the love and care that surrounds us. It's an energy that connects us as human beings, inspiring us to our collective wisdom to see the good in the world.
Supported by this external Shinnyo, we are emboldened to express our inner light by taking positive action, becoming our best selves, and honoring those who came before us, and hopefully inspiring positive actions in others.
I was growing up on the island of Hawaii in a place called Kalapana. Kalapana was the old Hawaiian style of living. My dad, my uncles, aunties, and grandmas, they always played music. So as we was growing up, I had the opportunity to just listen. My Uncle Fred, just like 3 o'clock in the morning, he used to grab his guitar and just sit in the dark, and he's playing this sweet, slacky music. You know, in the country, it's so quiet, nothing around. Then you hear this music, this soft music. For me, I'm doing the same thing as he does, you know. Passing on what he passed on to me. And all my family always say, "Oh, you remind me of Uncle Fred." I said, that's where it came from. Uncle Fred came from my dad, came from my mom. I'm so happy that, you know, they're up there looking down, and I'm sharing all this music.
Oh, mahalo for that beautiful rendition of Ikona, Ledward Ka'apana, and Jesse Gregorio. Your music has taken us back to Kalapana on the big island of Hawaii, back to the quiet morning, back to the sweet sounds of slack key floating through the air. Your parents and your Uncle Fred are smiling, Ledward. Our ole or chant tonight is being presented by Patrick Kapuawehi Choi of Halaahula Kukalehua Ika Ohu. This collaboration of Hawaiian language and Japanese taiko drums signifies the harmony with which Shinnyo Lantern Floating Hawaii is celebrated.
E ka ua ke hele mai nei ga ua ka ipi I mauna o awili. I e ka o mo e ka makani ka na lumai ga iki mai ka ina mai e mai. Ka ina mai ana I loko o hale kai malu malu o kuga halo ge kua ine. The
lamplight entering our stage represents a resolve that we can each be a positive light for others, sharing goodness and loving kindness.
Leading the procession are Shinnyo priests who will assist with the ceremonial rites this evening.
E alo mai nei au ka leo ka lava kua e a pe ahi e hoi aku au e hoi aku au I ka poli a ka hoa ho I mai komo mai maloko nei.
Following the priests, Her Holiness Shinso Ito, head priest of Shinnyo. To officiate tonight's ceremony, Her Holiness Shinso Ito, head priest of Shinnyo-en. For those of you here on the beach who are not able to see the English translation of Her Holiness' speech on the Jumbotrons, the translation will be available on lanternfloatinghawaii.com.
Aloha. Shinnyo灯流しへようこそ。ここハワイにおけるShinnyo融和のセレモニーも今年で20周年を迎えました。これまでご理解とご協力をいただきました多くの皆様に深く感謝申し上げます。また本日のご来賓方をはじめ運営スタッフ、ボランティアすべての場所でご参加の皆様に厚く御礼申し上げます。ありがとうございます。Shinnyo園の開祖伊藤新庄とその妻霊祖小樹神院は誰もが生きる意味を見出し喜びで人生を歩めるようお一人お一人の善なる個性大いなる可能性を輝かせるShinnyoの道を開きました。皆様思い浮かべてください。私たちの命を紡いだ亡き先祖諸霊、愛するご家族や大切な友人、さらに人間だけではありません。生きとし生けるすべての存在、そうしたあらゆる命の営みにより現在の私たちがあるのです。生かされることに気づきありがたいと感謝したなら良き個性すなわち知恵と慈悲が生まれるのです。そして足元から優しく温かく利他に努めることでその個性は光り輝きます。人のために他のために捧げる真実、Shinnyoの明かりは世界平和を進める確かな力となるのです。これより亡き諸霊に功徳を渡し、Shinnyoという希望と祈りを灯籠に灯します。式典のテーマは Many Rivers, One Ocean Share Your Light。 苦しみ悲しみがあろうと自らの善なる可能性を信じましょう。個々のそれぞれの力は小さくとも皆様が手をつなぎ慈しみの行いを結集すれば過去の魂そして今の私たちさらに未来の命を救い照らします。お互いを認め受け入れ協調する少女融和の心をここハワイの海から あまねくへ広げ、平和、真如、心の光をシェアしてまいりましょう。ナム真如、マハロノイロア。ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。
The Light of Harmony brings together members of the armed forces, clergy, and our community leaders.
I believe that in the human condition, we gravitate towards love and we gravitate towards peace.
My background is as a social worker. I've worked in a number of different organizations working with people who are either directly experiencing homelessness or were at imminent risk of falling in homelessness. My father, Stanley, was a attorney. He was also really active in our community. He was a scoutmaster of our Boy Scout troop. And my mom spent her whole career in the Department of Human Services, in social services, and that's not easy work at all. I think seeing both my mom and my dad growing up and seeing them give back to the community in their own way, I think that really inspired me to do the work that I do today. Despite all the challenges, I think it really is worth it. And a part of the reason why I do what I do is I truly feel making a difference in the community and also directly in impacting lives of some of the most vulnerable people in our community.
What does sharing the light mean? To me, it means sharing love. When I encounter someone who's experiencing homelessness and needs some help, the first thing I think about is to listen and to hear their story. The gentleman I met this morning has lots of job skills, extremely talented, educated, but there was an event in his life that changed that. Regardless of why they are where they are today, they deserve the right of our love as a community and the help they need to be where they need to be. Everyone on this earth is one of God's children, and we should treat them with respect and dignity.
Well, coming from the military, Memorial Day is where our country honors those that served in the military and sacrificed their lives for the freedoms we have today. But I think Memorial Day has kind of evolved for many people where they remember those that they've actually lost that were very dear to them. 3 years ago, my mother-in-law became very, very sick, and we lost her shortly after that. My wife and I got to the lantern float. We put words of love on the lantern itself. And it was kind of a very, very emotional time. Something happened as we went to the water's edge. It wasn't sad anymore, although we were still crying a little bit. There was a time where we really remembered my mother-in-law's love and her impact on our family. When we actually launched the lantern, we stepped back and we saw everyone else doing the same thing, and we felt a connection that you just really can't describe. One thing I think the lantern float provides is an opportunity to really remember the best of that impact that that person had in our lives. And I think it's an inspiration to all of us to make that same impact in other people's lives.
Celebrations like these are important, the coming together of people that look different, that may not speak the same language, that may not have the same beliefs. Just to be in the presence of one another, the more we'll start to realize that we have far more in common than we do in differences.
Joining Her Holiness Shinso Ito, please welcome Scott Morishige, Pam Whitty Oakland, Reverend Johanna Kelly, and Captain James Jenks.
Please light the light of harmony. The song Kale Moana was written for Shinnyo Lantern Floating Hawaiʻi by Hawaiian language scholar Dr. Puakea Nogelmeyer. It speaks of how our love and kindness flows from each of us to those around us, as water flows from the mountains to nourish the ocean.
Tonight we present a unique performance by Ha'alau Hula Kukale Hua'ika Ohu. Each one of our performers is a graduate kumu hula and all have their own halo. As Her Holiness conducts a ritual blessing for all who are being remembered tonight, let us reflect on the many blessings we have in our lives, offer gratitude for all who have watched over us, and honor them with our actions.
Rice and water, representing all that keeps us nourished and sustained, are offered in gratitude to those who have laid the foundation for our lives.
千载大沙汰千载千載大安楽千載千載まかえ千載千載
Flower petals adorn the physical and spiritual path of our lanterns, symbolizing our honor, love, and gratitude for all who have and will share our earth.
The main lanterns, now being adorned with wreaths, carry prayers for all life and all time.
灯籠の火を見つめてください。その灯火は地球が誕生してからあまねく命が幾重にもつないできた真如の輝きです。すなわち過去に感謝し、今を生きる自分を見つめ、明るい未来を開く希望の光とも言えます。過去一切の命、魂が救われていきますように、現在を生きる喜び、幸せを私たちが感じられますように、そして未来の平和のために努めてまいりましょう。過去、現在、未来の内なる真如を束ね、その輝きを増していけます。そのようにこれより真如の根本上、軸五霊樹と上十三を唱えし、灯籠を流します。もしよろしかったら皆様もご一緒にお唱え くださいますようお願いいたします。
By releasing your lanterns, we share the light of our loved ones to discover, celebrate, and bring out ours. I believe in your Shinnyo, your potential, to make life meaningful for all. Will you join me in a prayer to kindle your inner light?
塾のご礼樹のまくさまんだばさななせんだまかろしゃなやそわたやうんたらたかんまん上十三ナムシンヨナムシンヨナムシンヨナムシンヨナムシンヨ。
You may now float your lanterns. In the spirit of togetherness and mutual respect, please extend your aloha to others behind and around you so that they too may float their lanterns.
Shinnyo.
This evening, we hold the memories of our loved ones in our hearts. Let us extend our love and gratitude to the world around us.
Express your Shinnyo in your everyday interactions with family, friends, and anyone you meet. Honor your ancestors, your loved ones, past and present, with your thoughts, words, and actions.
Through your acts of kindness, whether you're contributing to your community, caring for a loved one, or just holding an open door for someone, your Shinnyo can make our world a more peaceful and harmonious place for all of us. As you express your Shinnyo, you are sharing your light with everyone around you.
Mahalo for being with us for Shinnyo Lantern Floating Hawaii. Shinnyo-en and Nale Aloha Foundation, thank you for your continued support and offer deep gratitude to all who help make this community event possible. A special mahalo to those volunteers who will be retrieving each lantern from the ocean tonight. All lanterns will be respectfully cared for and refreshed for next year's ceremony.
On behalf of Shinnyo-en, aloha, a hui hou.